Namaste everyone. My name is Vikram Dubey and I'm shooting my 15th video today. I create videos on NaamJap, meditation and other topics on spirituality. Today I'm going to speak about the benefits of NaamJap. So if we do NaamJap for a long period of time, the benefits we can experience. I'm going to talk about that today. And I'm going to do something for the first time. I haven't done this before on camera. I'm going to chant Ram Ram. I'll do NaamJap towards the end of the video. We will end the video with NaamJap. And I encourage everyone to do NaamJap with me and then let me know in your comments how you felt, what was your experience. So, the benefits of NaamJap. I'll just talk briefly about my journey, my spiritual journey. And I speak about this in every video, like briefly. So I've been practicing various forms of meditations for over 35 years. When I was 13, I was fascinated because I read a book on Buddha. I was fascinated by spiritual enlightenment and I wanted to achieve spiritual enlightenment just like Buddha did. So that journey started when I was 13 and then I have been meditating for over 35 years now. There have been some moments when I haven't meditated, but generally I meditated almost every day. And for the last over 2 years, I've been practicing NaamJap. And the experience from NaamJap has been transformational. And I would say that 2 years of NaamJap has been much, much more beneficial than 35 years of meditation. This is my personal experience. So someone else may have a different experience, but this is my experience. So I have experienced a lot of benefits from NaamJap. So I've written them down so that I don't forget. So I'll just let you know the benefits and I'll just briefly explain. So the first benefit of NaamJap, and these are not in order. These are not chronological order that number 1 will happen first and then number 2 will happen and then number 3 will happen. It's not like that. I've just listed because I have to list in some order. But the 10th benefit may happen for maybe the first one to happen. And the 7th could be the second experience. So it's not in chronological order. And also they are not in order of importance. So number 1 is not most important or number 10 is not least important. They are all equally important. So the first one I have written, this is not the first experience or most important, but the first one I have written is calmness of mind, which is very, very important in this age of social media and internet and news channels. Our minds are never calm. And we don't do any physical work. We don't play sports. Like when I was growing up, I used to play soccer or football in a club. So I did that for, I think 8 or 9 years. I played football. And then I learned judo for 2 years. And I've always been into running and exercise, but we don't do that anymore. The youth and children, they are almost always, even if they are playing games, they are playing video games or on their iPhones or iPads or computers. So calmness of mind is missing now. We are not calm. So calmness of mind comes with NaamJap. Peace, which is also similar, mind become peaceful or non-violent. So violence is not only physical, it could be verbal or it could be even thoughts. So we may have violent thoughts which are very damaging. Even if we don't practice any violence, violent thoughts can affect our mental and physical health. Third, I have written is joy. When we practice NaamJap, we experience joy. Like joy all the time, 24/7, unless there is a very significant reason to be sorrow or sad or angry or upset. If there is not a significant reason, then we feel joy. Just like that, we are just sitting and we feel joyful. We feel joyful, happy. This happens when we practice NaamJap for a long period of time. Silence. Silence is very important. Not just silence of the vocal apparatus, but mind. Our minds are not silent, which is similar to calmness or peace. But I believe silence is divine. I think I haven't experienced complete silence yet, but this is my belief. Like as I become more and more silent, because I stay silent for a long period of time. I don't talk, I don't say anything, I remain silent for a long period of time. Which leads to a silent mind. So I believe that silence is divine. If we experience silence, we just sit silently. We don't say anything for half an hour or 1 hour. Our mind will become silent. Even if we don't meditate, we just sit silent. And I sincerely believe, if we practice silence, we will experience divinity within ourselves. Love for oneself and others. When we practice NaamJap, we develop, because a lot of people hate themselves. They hate themselves all their lives. Even when they are doing well, they hate themselves because they are always competing with others, or they are not happy with who they are and what they are doing. So when we practice NaamJap, we develop love for ourselves and others, for everyone. And we feel love for all human beings, no matter what their religion, country, language, ethnicity, caste, creed, doesn't matter. We develop love for everyone. And not just human beings, for animals and trees and rivers and mountains, for everyone. The next one I like a lot, we become alive. When we practice NaamJap, there is no dullness of mind or body. We become alive. We want to live life to the fullest. We want to work well, we want to play well, we want to go into music, arts, meeting people, reading, poetry. It could be anything. Or meditation, NaamJap, exercise, running, walking. We just become alive. We want to do everything. And we don't become very good at just one thing. That I know many people who are very good at their work, but they're lagging in all other areas of their lives. They're very good at work, but they're not healthy. Their mental, physical health is not good. They're stressed, anxious, angry, jealous. They don't have time for their families, friends. But they are very good at work. They have done very well in their careers. So with NaamJap, we become alive, as in we do everything. Or everything, we become interested. We become interested in everything. We become curious. We want to learn everything. Like a child. Like a 1 year, 2 year old child. We become childlike. Positivity, optimism. We don't give up. Even if we are going through a very hard time, we don't give up. We are positive. We know, with NaamJap, we know that deep down we are divine. We are not going to give up at all. So positivity and optimism, confidence. When we practice NaamJap, we become very confident. We develop self-confidence. And then cognitive benefits also, obviously, just like in meditation. So our thinking improves, concentration, focus, memory, all these things improve with NaamJap. And the profound benefits are, and I've mentioned this previously in some of my videos, it removes sanchit karma. So we all have sanchit karma or accumulated karma from a number of for a very large number of lifetimes. We have got karma, accumulated karma or sanchit karma in our mind or consciousness. When we practice NaamJap, it removes, erases, destroys sanchit karma. And NaamJap purifies mind or consciousness. Even single NaamJap, even if we say Ram once, that removes some sanchit karma and it purifies just one Naam. And with lot of NaamJap over a long period of time, we realize we are more than our mind and body. We are more fundamental. We are powering the mind and body. And that thing, the one that is more fundamental and powering mind and body, that is our true nature or real self or soul or divine soul. Soul is nothing but divine soul. We just say soul, but it's not individual soul, it's divine soul. And I've mentioned that in my previous video, just like a drop in the ocean. It's when we take it out, it has an identity, it has an ego. It is a drop, but when we put it back in the ocean, there is no drop. We can't see a drop. It has become one with the ocean. It's ocean. Similarly, we don't have an individual soul, it's divine soul. So we realize that by constant NaamJap over a very long period of time. Which leads to the next point, that we experience the ultimate truth that we are divine. And the last one I've written is we experience spiritual enlightenment, which I've been trying to experience ever since I was a teenager. And I'm getting there. I'm fairly enlightened, not fully enlightened, but fairly enlightened. So those were the points I made, the benefits of NaamJap. Now let's do some NaamJap together. So it's very easy. Just be safe so if you are driving or operating machinery or doing some other risky work, then don't practice NaamJap. But if you are at home or you can safely do NaamJap, then do NaamJap with me. So just sit straight, close your eyes, and just inhale deeply. And when we say Ram, we exhale. So whenever we say something, that's exhalation. That's how the sound comes out. So just deep inhalation, and then when we say Ram, it's an exhalation. Then again deep inhalation, and when we say Ram, it's an exhalation. So let's do that. Ram, 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 Open your eyes slowly. Please let me know how you felt. Please write a comment and tell me how was your experience. And we will do this towards the end of every video. So let's make it a habit. So we'll do NaamJap together. Okay, until then, thank you so much.